And let's talk a little bit briefly about blockchain. China loves blockchain and China hates blockchain at the same time. Blockchain as technology is welcome here in China, and blockchain as the crypto site and decentralization idea is probably not really welcome. How do you see this impacting the development of the whole industry? And if you see local entrepreneurs and innovators choose other places to build their ventures?
Yeah, so this is very interesting. I think there's a little bit of a misconception of the government stance of blockchain. So let me maybe clarify that, right? The Chinese government is extremely pro blockchain overall. Okay, as a technology, you can think of blockchain as the next generation internet technology that allows the trusted and transparent sharing of data and digital assets and information, right? And framed from that standpoint, Chinese government is 100% supportive. Mm-hmm. You even have President Xi Jinping, himself stating at the end of 2019 that blockchain is a national priority, and it really is. It's basically you can think of it as the infrastructure of infrastructures that allow you to connect all the various IT systems and data repositories and things like that, such that you can do very scaled and refined things. China is probably the only place that in the world that has real credible smart cities deployment, right? Not just little toy, kind of things. I've been to smart cities conferences dating back almost 15 years, and it's usually just a lot of research topics, or like at most they might do a little demo, NASA style, with some analytics and stuff like that. But it's not, I would say, very scaled commercially, right? But in China, they're really doing that, and the key fundamental technology is the blockchain technology, to be able to take all these systems and connect them together, right? So to be clear, China's very pro on blockchain. Or I think we get confused is confounding unregulated crypto, okay, with regulated digital assets, okay? So China is indeed not very down with unregulated crypto, okay? So you see they banned the exchanges in 2019. They subsequently banned all ICO activity, and then in the more recent incarnation in 2020, they pushed out Bitcoin mining, and they're actually doing a crackdown on companies that are really obviously in the space, right? So there is a very strong anti-crypto sentiment, okay? But if you peek behind the hood, okay, China is setting up very strongly to do regulated digital assets, okay? We have the ECNY, right, to set the base of transactional settlement with what we call central bank digital currency. China's leading the world in that. It's almost been a decade of development. They're way ahead in terms of scaled deployments to be able to find use cases for it, etc. And then, but beyond that, okay, yeah, I don't know. I think most people in the sort of West don't realize China is seriously experimenting with digital assets. Okay, we're talking the major policy banks, big asset management companies. They're all experimenting with tokenization, and right now it's not fully regulated. Okay, so these tokenization experiments are, experiments. They're kind of interdepartmental within the company. There's no real exchanges and scaled use cases, but that's around the corner, right? We have Yao Chen, who was the founding director of the Digital Currency Institute. He's the father of the DCEP, the Digital Currency Electronic Payment Project, which became the ECNY. He's now over at the CSRC, which is the China Securities Reform Commission. That's the SEC of China, right? And now he's deploying blockchain infrastructure to register digital securities. Okay, so it's only a number of years before China basically digitizes all of stocks and bonds, let's say. Right, and also the PBOC is already created a blockchain system to do trade finance, and it's the largest in the world. Last I heard, a couple of years ago, it was already in the sort of $20 billion transactional settlement range. Right, so China's moving heavily ahead with regulated digital assets and deploying blockchain at a massive scale. I think it's basically the only place in the world, in my opinion, where really scaled use cases for blockchain is first going to find some traction.
Thank you for clarifying that.